Hi guys, here are 5 incredibly simple jazz licks to start incorporating into your playing. I'm coming from a rock background. I get a lot of questions asked over on my Instagram about how to start the transition from rock to jazz. Thought I'd give you 5 really simple licks that you probably already play that just need a little bit of adapting to start getting that really cool jazz sound. So here we go. Alright, so all of these licks will be in the key of B minor, right, over a B minor 7 chord, just so that we're consistent across the board. And we're going to start off on the 9th fret of the A string. That's going to be an F sharp, and we're going to slide up to the 10th fret. And we're going to play a G major 7 arpeggio. So, alright, so that's the 9th fret to the 10th fret on the A string, the 9th fret on the D string, and then the 7th fret on the G string, ending with the 11th fret on the G string. That's the simplest one that I can possibly think of right now. Play it an octave above. Just really jazzy, having that sliding motion really adds a lot. Alright. Alright, lick number 2 in the key of B minor is going to be a little more complicated. A lot of passing chromatic notes in this one, so it might not make a lot of sense if you're not familiar with jazz vocabulary, but trust me, we're playing what should be played. We're playing the sound of jazz. So even though you might be playing a note that's not in the key, it'll start to sound there. Your ears just won't be as familiar with it. So I'll play it to you first. It's going to be like this. Alright. And it's actually the beginning of a very famous jazz standard called Donna Lee. So if you look that up, that's the very start. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're hammering on the B string on the 7th and 8th frets. And then on the G string, we're descending from 9. Alright, 9, 8, 7. And then on the D string, we're playing 10, 9, 7, 6. And that's it. Alright, and what that note at the end there, what that implies is Dorian. So that's actually the major 6. Alright, that still fits in with B minor 7. Okay, so lick number 3 is gonna stem still from B minor, but we're gonna be borrowing from the melodic minor scale. If you don't know what that is, I'll do a separate video on that. But for now, let's just get this lick down. So it's very slippery. So it's like this. Okay, so all we're doing is we're starting on the high E string. We're starting on the 10th fret and pulling off. And then sliding down one more to the 6th fret. And then we're picking again on the 7th, 9th, 10th, and back to the root. Alright. Okay, so the next lick is going to start to sound even more outside. A lot more dissonant than what we've been playing up until now. So basically, we're still on B minor. And we're going to borrow from an augmented chord. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so that is going to be an F sharp augmented. Or F sharp, sharp 5. Okay, so we're starting on the B string on the 10th fret. And we're going to pull off 10, 8, 7. Pick back up to 11. And then we're descending on that augmented chord. So it's like this. Really outside, it kind of leaves a question in the air. So the tab for that is going to be 7 on the B string, 7 on the G string, 8 on the D string, 9 on the A string. Right, that's an F sharp augmented. So the final jazz lick will probably sound the most familiar in terms of jazz vocabulary. It's used all over the board. It sounds like this. Okay, so you can hear we're kind of walking down a little bit there. So we're still in B minor. We're starting on the high E string on the 12th fret, and we're pulling off 12, 10, 9. Okay, and then on the B string, we're descending chromatically. So that's 12, 11, 10, 9. And on the G string, we're going to play 10. Back to the B string on 8. G string on 9. B string on 7. Okay. And there you go, that's 5 incredibly simple jazz licks.